Say hello to the camera. Say hello. Hello. Moi moi. Welcome to Puzzle with Emilia, that's me, and on today's video I'm gonna review, this is going to be my first review video, I'm gonna review this brand called Janod. This brand is from France, so I'm pretty sure there is some fancy way to pronounce Janod, but I'm just gonna say Janod. If somebody knows how to pronounce it, then let me know. I own two of their puzzles, one 500-piece puzzle and one 1,000-piece puzzle. I bought this somewhere, I think in June, and it was my first time I ever heard about this brand, and I really fell in love with the images that they are using, and then I think I even liked them more when I actually got to do these puzzles. I've done them already once in my life, but I'm gonna redo them just for this video and because I love them. And then I'm just gonna review the quality and everything, but let's take a further look. So let's start with this 500-piece puzzle. So I think my first wow moment, I don't know if it was a wow moment, but I was really pleased with that usually when I open a new puzzle box, then you know the pieces are inside of a plastic bag, but in this case it was actually the first brand that I've ever seen using a paper bag instead, and I think that was just so good. I know there's other brands who also do that, but this was the first one for me. I actually remember that the paper bag was possible to close again and kind of like reuse it, but for some reason I think this is just habit of mine that the puzzle pieces are here just hanging around. And the second thing I liked that there wasn't really any puzzle dust. I hate puzzle dust the most. I cannot stand it, especially when I have this kitchen table that has like, you know, it's wooden, so all the puzzle dust goes to the little holes. It's impossible to remove from there. And I just love the image. I love animals, I love like colors, and there's also enough details. One kind of like a downside I can mention right away is that this is not the full image, so it's a little bit cut from the below and above. So actually the right image is, I will show you. Oops. So this is actually the right image as it full, and it's annoying to me because I use a lot of reference image, and now the front box picture is cut, and then this one on the other hand has, you can see the cut is shown here. So I think like I don't want to use this because I want to see the whole image, but then on the other hand I wish not to use this because I think it's like giving me too much help when you can see the cut already. So that's definitely one downside with this puzzle. Other than that, it's pretty much the regular size, maybe a little bit bigger. The illustration here is by Asia Orlando. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. My first feeling on the pieces is very, very nice, but I think it's very high quality. I really like this. Let's do this puzzle right now, and then I will give you a little bit more insights, because to be honest, it's some time ago that I did this, so to my memory there is no false fits, no problem with the pieces, but let's just do it again and see if it's still the best puzzle in the whole world. Yeah! And then after that, I will also do the 1,000-piece puzzle. Let's talk about a little bit about that. Let's go! Okay, 1 hour and 13 minutes. So here you can see this puzzle in detail. It's very beginner friendly in a way that it has like a lot of these smaller details. This was very easy to find for me, this one, these kind of things as well. These may look like the easy parts, this pink and black, but I actually ended up doing them in the end. So I think it's like a good amount of challenge, but not too much that it wouldn't be beginner friendly. And I have to say, I really like the pieces. There was no false fits. Actually, now I was also using the back side of the box, and I don't think the cut in the end actually helped me a lot because it's not something you really look at when you're doing this puzzle. So I may have to take that minus side back now that I actually done this puzzle with it. So here you can see the puzzle boxes. Again, this is the front, this is the back. But yeah, there was a tiny little thing in the middle of the filming. My house ran out of the electricity, so I had to stop for the last 8 minutes and finish it later, which also means that I will move on to this 1000-piece puzzle on another day. And yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So we will see to you in 1 second, to me on another day with this other puzzle. And magic happened, it's already the other day. Today we have electricity, we have a little bit more light. And yeah, this puzzle is still here. This is my dog Vili joining us also today. You know, some people call this a quality test when you pick up the puzzle and see if it will remain intact. I don't specifically agree that that's a quality test because I don't like that the pieces are too much stuck with each other. Because then I think it's a little bit hard to disassemble, and I'm afraid that I will break the pieces if I just disassemble it the Emilia way, aka just rolling it up and smashing it to the box. But let's do the test and let's see how this, okay. I can already see this going wrong, but let's see if I can do this. Look, 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 look. Ta-da! Oh, right, and hey, actually this is quite good because I have to say, okay, now the pieces are falling apart. Let's see if I can... Okay, so if you consider that a quality test, I think it also passed that one quite nice. But anyway, I promised to move on. Did I take a picture of this already? Yeah, I think I did. Let's move on now to the 1000-piece puzzle. Let's see if the first touch feels the same as with this one. You can also see that the boxes are the same size. Same size boxes. So hypothetically, I usually like if the box is smaller because then I can fit more puzzles in my puzzle cabinet. So with all logic, this 500-piece puzzle box could be smaller, but I also understand that they want the standard size box for all their puzzles. And I think in general, this is a little bit smaller than some other bigger brands puzzle box. Okay, so 1000 pieces. I love the image here as well. Tigers, I cannot even count at this point how many tiger puzzles do I have, but quite many. And the same thing that this is not the full picture. The full picture is actually, love this sound, is this one. And also here you can see the cut, but as we already saw on the first 500-piece puzzle, that actually it didn't bother me that much as I would thought. Okay, you're gonna hear some, what is it called? The buzzer ASMR or something like that. Because as said, I usually smash just the puzzle pieces in, so they're still a little bit stuck with each other and I want to mix it up. So I would say the quality with this 1000-piece puzzle is pretty much the same. The pieces feel exactly the same. I really like this feeling of them. And here you can see that I think this is pretty much actually a perfect size of a box. Because it's not too full, but it's pretty much full. So a huge plus for this. Space well used. And I think the size of this, I'm always worried if the puzzle will fit into my kitchen table. I've been gone too long to actually know anymore what is the standard size, but I think this is pretty standard. So let's see how long this will take me. And then just final thoughts. Who knows, maybe I will have a special guest like this Vili boy who is now sleeping here. You probably cannot see him anymore, but he's still here, just chilling and relaxing with the puzzles as you should. So let's go. Let's do this. Special guest joining us in the middle of the puzzle to get it finished. Daniel.
Hello.
So we're gonna finish this together. What do you want to do? I was kind of doing the tigers, but
I don't know.
And then we have a lot of these pieces, these frames that. Do you want to take a look at those or?
I can separate the frame.
Frames are already here.
Yeah, there are some over here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna find all of them.
All of them? Okay. I don't know how many is missing, but we have quite many here.
Yeah, there is another one over here. Actually, two of them.
Is that what you're saying?
And then.
Is that what
another
you're
one,
claiming?
Another one over here.
And how do you feel about this puzzle? Because
I have feelings about this puzzle. Yeah.
Because we are having kind of like this puzzle brand review, extra small one.
It's very colorful.
Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah.
What is your opinion? It's called Janod, but it's from France. So how do you think it's actually pronounced?
Janod. I don't know.
Do you want to come this side to do the frames?
Okay.
Let's change. And you said this attached. You didn't attach it.
Yeah, I think they are attaching.
Okay, so I will do the tigers.
Tiger.
This is it for you?
Yeah.
You want to tell something to the audience before you leave? Can you tell me how is the quality of this Janod puzzle?
It's really nice.
You like the pieces?
Yeah, the pieces are very nice.
What do you think about the image?
I think it's a beautiful image.
Do you think it's a beginner friendly also? Is it fun?
Yeah.
Is it too hard?
Yeah, it just requires more time for a complete beginner. From experience.
Yeah. So that's your final review of this Janod.
Yeah.
We also had the smaller one.
The smaller, I think I've done it already.
No, you haven't done this.
I haven't done this?
You haven't done.
Oh yeah, I haven't done this.
Any thoughts? Final thoughts.
Very cute.
Very cute.
Yeah.
We call it a day with the very cute puzzle
Very
brand.
cute. Yeah.
Thank you for joining. And now I will need to finish this puzzle all by myself till the end. Yeah. Okay, and we are finally done with this puzzle. Always forget to stop my time. 3 hours and 35 minutes, which I think is pretty good. I just realized I forgot to put my glasses on for the second puzzle, so it's having a little bit hard time to see the further pieces. And then I also cut my finger open with my camera. Don't even ask how is that possible, but that happened. And overall, I can definitely recommend this brand. I'm actually looking to get more of their puzzles. So these are the details of the puzzle. I first did everything with pink or lilac, and then the tigers we were also building with the frames with Daniel, and then all this kind of like lighter blue or greenish leaves and bushes and trees, and then I did the ocean, well maybe that's not an ocean, maybe a lake, and then I just put everything else together. And let's see if I can do the so-called quality test with this one. I'm a little bit afraid, but let's see. Ta-da! I don't know how I'm gonna get this back. So pretty good with this quality test as well. So I can definitely recommend, I don't know if they sell in your country, but I think definitely online, if you Google them, you will find some puzzles you can order to your country. And other than that, remember to subscribe this channel. Also, I'm gonna be talking tomorrow on a podcast that I will send you the link here tomorrow. So remember to follow and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!